Welcome to Project Carlos. Hello, we are a family of 3. Me, Nat, my partner Ro, and our 2-year-old Alaska Malamute Nanook. Yup, there she is, doing what she does best. We are shift workers and don't get a massive amount of time off together, but when we do, we love paddleboarding, running, walking, road trips to the beach, and adventures. For a couple of years now, we have wanted a camper van, and have only now decided to take the plunge and do the build 90% ourselves. This is just the start of our story. We had absolutely no idea where to begin or what we wanted, but we did know that we wanted it suited specifically for Nanook. She's a big dog, and we didn't want her to feel cooped up in a diddy van. We decided to hire a van for around 5 days. We found an app, Camplify, where individuals can hire out their vans, and there's a massive choice depending on where you are located. We decided to go with Zebedee, and boy, we were not disappointed. It was a very long wheelbase Mercedes Sprinter, perfect amount of space for Nanook, and a great first trial. After all, if Nanook didn't like it, then what a waste of money it would have been buying a camper van. So we are glad we tried it first. Zebedee's owner was 5-star, highly recommended if you want to hire a van, based near Bristol. Gives you lots of advice and always at the end of a phone whilst you're away. Enjoy the photos of our first trip. That's it, we caught the bug, the camper van bug. Since that trip, all we could talk about was buying a van. So we started looking for a long time, probably a year I would say. The advice I would give, go and actually look. We spent an awful amount of time looking online and at adverts on Auto Trader and Facebook Marketplace, thinking that's what we wanted and needed, but it wasn't until we saw the vans in person we realised one was too small or vice versa. When we went away in Zebedee, we knew that it was far too big for us. We wanted something that we could not only use for holidays but for a day camper or such. Something we could still park in car parks without a fuss and down our Welsh country lanes with ease. We thought a short wheelbase would be ideal, and we looked, and it wasn't until we went and viewed it we straight away realised this wasn't anywhere near big enough for the dog and it would be unfair. So we went back to the drawing board. We went to view a long wheelbase Ford Transit, and straight away we knew this was exactly what we wanted. Not only the long wheelbase, but it was high roof, so we could stand up straight and utilise space more on that later. However, this Transit needed a lot of work doing to it, but at least we now knew what we wanted, a long wheelbase, high roof. We were on a strict budget, around £5,000. We knew this was hard to come by for a good van. We wanted as new as possible and as low miles as possible, definitely under 150,000 and nothing older than 2012. Another bit of advice, once you know what you want, have the money ready. The vans come and go so quick, like it did for us. We were out viewing one and Carlos popped up, and we knew he was ours from the moment we turned up and saw him. Carlos is a long wheelbase high top Transit, under 130,000 miles and a 2013 reg. We got an absolute steal of a deal, but it had to be their moment, time and place. Hence the advice of make sure you have the money at a time of viewing, year-long MOT and literally no rust, which is so common on these Ford Transits. It's got a reversing camera and just overall a decent looking van. We said yes and took our new baby home, still in disbelief on what we had actually just done. As you've seen, Nanook had already become well acquainted with Carlos, which we love. But we have so much work to do. We are on a budget and we are completely new to everything camper van conversion, so join us along the way.